For the last couple of years, it's all been about AI that can talk. But now, we're in a whole new ballgame. We're talking about AI that can actually do things. It's like the AI revolution just put on its hard hat and is heading to the job site. And this isn't just about getting some new fancy tools. No, this is fundamentally reshaping the entire structure of work as we know it. So let's dig in and figure out what this all means for you. Okay, so think about the classic career path. For what, 100 years? It's been a pyramid, right? You start at the bottom, in that wide base, doing all the routine stuff, and you hope to slowly, surely climb your way up. Well, you can pretty much throw that model out the window. It's being completely flipped on its head. What we're seeing now is the rise of the diamond, and you've got to pay attention to what's happening here. See that bottom layer, the traditional entry-level jobs? It's getting squeezed. It's shrinking a lot. And in its place, the middle is just blowing up. This isn't some minor adjustment, folks. This is a total redesign of how companies are built. So yeah, that brings us to the multi-trillion-dollar question, doesn't it? What happened to that first step on the career ladder? If all those traditional entry-level jobs, the places where we all learn the ropes, if they're just vanishing, then what comes next? And maybe even more important, how does anyone even get a foot in the door now? Well, the answer to that question is all about a massive leap in technology. We're not just talking about AI that can write an email or a blog post anymore. We're moving from an AI that just generates stuff to an AI that actually takes action. This is the huge shift, the jump from what we know as generative AI to something way, way more powerful, agentic AI. And this, right here, this is the key difference, boiled down to its simplest form. Think about it. A large language model, an LLM, the tech we've been using, its whole job is to predict the next word. So, yeah, it can write you a really convincing email. But a large action model, or a LAM, that's a whole different beast. It predicts the next action. So it doesn't just write the email for you, it hits send, then it updates your CRM, and then it schedules a follow-up for you. See the difference? One can understand your request, but the other is actually competent enough to get the job done. Right. And when you start stringing all those actions together, one after another, well, that's when you get what we call an agentic system. And you've got to get this concept because it's central to everything. We've basically leveled up from having an AI that's like a helpful assistant, someone you can ask questions to an AI that's an active operator. You can literally delegate entire projects to it. We're at a point where software isn't just a tool to help you work anymore, it's becoming the worker. So you might be wondering, how on earth can an AI handle all that complexity? Well, the trick is they work together like a super efficient digital team. You've got a lead agent that's basically the project manager. It takes your big request and breaks it down into a bunch of smaller tasks. Then it sends those tasks out to a team of specialized agents. You might have a researcher agent, a writing agent, a coding agent, and then all get to work at the same time. And once they're done, a synthesizer agent swoops in, collects all the pieces, checks it for quality, and hands you the finished product. It's teamwork, but for AIs. And look, I need to be super clear about this. This is not some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is happening right now. Companies are onboarding these digital teams as we speak, and it's completely changing the economic landscape. And if you want to know why it's happening so fast, just look at the money. It's a no-brainer for businesses. When you use AI to just help a person do their job, that's what we call level 2 augmentation. You get a decent return. But when that AI can actually replace the human for a specific task, that's the jump to level 3. The return on investment literally triples. That kind of economic pressure is a massive driver. It's why everyone is racing to get from AI assistants to fully autonomous agents. So there's actually a scale for this. The industry uses this 5-level framework for autonomy. You can think of level 1 as just basic spell check. Level 2 is kind of like a customer service chatbot. But the real earthquake, the point where everything starts to shake up for jobs, is that leap from level 2 to level 3. That's the big one. If you look at the chart, you'll see the human's role just totally transforms. You go from being a collaborator who's watching over the AI to being more of a consultant. The AI handles the whole process and just comes to you when it gets stuck. And that jump, that's not in the future. That's happening right now. And let me just say it again so it really sinks in. This is not a prediction for 2030. This is here. The impact is real and it is measurable. Today. I mean, just look at this number, -41%. That's the drop in job postings for call center agents in companies that are rolling out this AI. Think about it. When an AI can handle an entire customer refund, from the first complaint to the final confirmation, why would you need a human to do it? The job just disappears. That right there is the agentic economy at work. Okay, so the base of that old pyramid is crumbling. We get it. But remember the diamond. As the bottom shrinks, that middle part is getting bigger and bigger. And out of all this change, a brand new and totally essential human job is starting to take shape. Let me introduce you to the agent manager. Some people call them the orchestrator. And honestly, this might be the single most important new job title of the entire decade. Your primary job is no longer to actually do the tasks. It's to manage a team of AIs that do the tasks for you. You're not playing an instrument anymore, you're the conductor of the whole orchestra. But this new role requires a totally new playbook. You absolutely still need to be an expert in your field. You have to know what good looks like to tell if the AI did its job right. But now you also need to be tech savvy enough to figure out why an agent messed up. The biggest change, though, is the mindset shift. You're not the one on the field making the plays anymore. You're the coach on the sidelines, directing the game. And this isn't just theory. Companies are actively hiring for this right now. Get this, more than half of talent leaders say they plan to add AI agents to their teams by 2026. They're calling it digital headcount. They're literally making space on the org chart for AIs, and now they're desperately looking for the people who know how to manage them. So you see, this whole thing isn't really human versus machine. Not at all. The ones who are going to win are the ones who figure out how to build a powerful new partnership between them. And that partnership has a name. It's called the centaur model. It's a great metaphor, right? The mythical, half-human, half-horse creature. You're combining the best of both worlds, human strategy and intellect with the raw speed and power of a machine. It's all about tightly weaving together human judgment with the incredible execution power of agentic AI. And here's the beautiful part. In this new model, the stuff that makes us human becomes more valuable than ever. Look, an AI can crunch the numbers for a financial plan in seconds, but can it sit with a nervous client when the market is crashing and show real empathy? No way. An AI can write a contract, but it can't be the one who's ultimately accountable for what's in it. That's our job. Context, empathy, accountability, that is the human edge, and it's priceless. So what's your takeaway here? What do you do next? Well, it's pretty straightforward, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Number 1, set your sights on becoming one of those orchestrators. Number 2, start playing with the tools. Learn how to manage a team of these digital agents in whatever it is you do. And number 3, and this is the big one, change how you think about your job. Your value isn't just in doing the work anymore, it's in designing it. Because the new division of labor, it's becoming crystal clear. The AI will do the work. It's our job, our uniquely human, absolutely essential job to do the thinking. So the only question left for you is, are you ready?